As we age, particularly between the ages of 50 and 75, life takes on a different rhythm. We gather wisdom through experience, learn to navigate the complexities of relationships, and perhaps most importantly, come to realize that some things are better left unsaid. In this season of life, every moment becomes precious, and the value of privacy cannot be overstated. For seniors, particularly in the United States, safeguarding our personal boundaries is not just a choice. It's an essential aspect of living with dignity and grace. In this enlightening reflection, we will delve into 9 secrets that should never be revealed. These insights are designed to empower you, helping you maintain autonomy, protect your reputation, and ensure your peace of mind as you navigate the beautiful complexities of your later years. Join us on this journey of understanding, where keeping certain truths close to the heart can lead to a life filled with serenity and respect. 1. Age, more than just a number. We know that age is one of the first things people ask about. It's natural. Society is fascinated with youth, and there's this underlying belief that being young is somehow more valuable. But as the years go by, that simple number, our age, can start to carry assumptions with it. Assumptions about what we can or can't do, how healthy we are, or even what lies ahead for us. We've all seen it. The subtle glances, the unsolicited advice, the way someone might write us off or treat us differently, all based on a number. This is ageism, sometimes obvious, often hidden in plain sight. While it's illegal to discriminate based on age, that doesn't mean the bias has disappeared. It sneaks into conversations, decisions, and even how we view ourselves. That's the danger. When we let a number define us, we risk limiting our potential, letting society tell us what's possible for us instead of deciding for ourselves. But here's where we can flip the script. Our age is not the sum total of who we are. It doesn't dictate our abilities, our ambitions, or our worth. What defines us are the experiences we've had, the lessons we've learned, and the stories we've lived. We aren't hiding anything. We're simply reminding the world that we are more than a number. We all deserve to be seen for who we are, not for some expectation tied to our years. When we keep our age private, we're making a bold statement that our lives are measured not by the time that has passed, but by the passion, creativity, and energy we bring to every moment. It's about living on our own terms without being placed into a box that others think we belong in. The years are just a backdrop. What truly matters is how we fill them with adventure, growth, resilience, and joy. Keeping our age to ourselves allows us to stay free from limiting narratives and instead define our journey on our own terms, reminding the world that life meant to be lived fully, not by the number of years, but by the depth of our experiences. Grace, a woman in her late 60s, had always loved dance since she was a child, but she never pursued it seriously as life's responsibilities took precedence. After retiring from a fulfilling career in education, she found herself yearning for a creative outlet. However, as she looked into dance classes, she encountered a familiar hurdle: assumptions about her age. Many studios had classes specifically labeled for young adults or youth, and even when Grace found adult classes, she noticed that the participants were often significantly younger. The instructor, upon seeing Grace, unconsciously assumed she might not be able to keep up with the pace of the class. This assumption made Grace question whether she should even try. Instead of succumbing to these age-based perceptions, Grace decided to take a different approach. She found a local community dance group that welcomed dancers of all ages and emphasized the joy of movement rather than competition. There, she met individuals of various ages, some older, some younger, who shared her passion for dance. They inspired one another, creating a supportive environment that focused on expression rather than age. Grace embraced her newfound community and began to flourish in her dance journey. She practiced diligently, discovering not only a passion but also a talent she never knew she had. Her confidence grew, and she began performing at local events, where audiences were often surprised to learn she was in her late 60s. Through her journey, Grace demonstrated that age does not dictate ability or passion. She reclaimed her narrative by focusing on her experiences and the joy of dancing, rather than allowing societal expectations to box her in. Her story resonated with others, showing that it's possible to pursue dreams regardless of age. In time, Grace became an advocate for older adults in the arts, encouraging others to pursue their passions without fear of judgment based on their age. She organized workshops that highlighted the importance of creativity and expression for people of all ages, fostering an environment where age was not a limiting factor, but a part of the rich tapestry of experiences. Grace's journey exemplifies that life is not defined by the number of years lived, but by the richness of experiences, growth, and the pursuit of passions. By keeping her age to herself and focusing on her abilities, she reclaimed her power and inspired others to do the same. In her life, age was just a part of her story, but it certainly wasn't the headline. 2. Money. Financial privacy is key. Never tell someone, even your closest relatives, about your money once you've reached a certain point in life. By the time we're in our 50s or older, our financial situation has likely evolved, whether we've found stability or are still navigating through challenges. But here's the thing. Money is a deeply personal matter. One that, when shared openly, has the potential to alter the dynamics of our relationships in ways we may not anticipate. When we reveal our wealth, even with the best of intentions, it can spark feelings of envy or lead to assumptions about our lifestyle that aren't rooted in reality. On the other hand, sharing financial struggles can provoke pity, or worse, judgment, and that's a weight no one needs to carry. We need to remember that our worth isn't tied to our bank accounts. It's in how we live, how we treat others, and the values we hold close. By keeping our financial matters private, we create boundaries that protect not only our dignity, but also our sense of autonomy. We give ourselves the space to be seen for who we are, not for what we have or don't have. What matters most in our relationships is trust, mutual respect, and understanding, not the balance of our savings or the investments we've made. Financial privacy gives us the power to nurture relationships based on real connection, rather than perceptions shaped by numbers. And in this way, we preserve the integrity of those bonds and maintain control over our own narrative. So let's practice discretion. Let's focus on the values that truly define us and protect the things that money can't buy. Our independence, our dignity, and the genuine relationships we build over time. 3. Family secrets, the sanctuary of home. Every family has its challenges and the relationships within it, whether between spouses, siblings, or children, can be complicated. Family is where we experience love in its rawest, purest form, but it's also where we face some of our toughest struggles. The truth is, family isn't perfect, and that's what makes it real, powerful, and in many ways sacred. When we talk about family secrets, we're talking about more than just keeping things hidden. We're talking about the sanctuary we build within our homes, the place where trust, love, and understanding grow. It's the space where we can be our true selves, with all our flaws and imperfections, without the fear of judgment. Family is our shelter, and what happens within those walls can either tear us apart or bring us closer together. Imagine for a moment sharing your family's deepest conflicts or struggles with someone outside the family, a friend, a colleague, or even a distant relative. What starts as an innocent conversation might lead to misunderstandings, unsolicited advice, or even gossip. Suddenly, what was once a private challenge becomes public property, open for interpretation by people who may never fully grasp the depth of the situation. But when we choose to keep those moments within the family, we protect something precious. We create a space where healing can take place in a way that is meaningful and authentic to us. It's not about sweeping problems under the rug or pretending everything is perfect. It's about honoring the bonds we share by giving ourselves the opportunity to work through challenges without the noise of outside opinions. Think about it this way: when we keep our family matters private, we're preserving the intimacy that allows for deeper connection. We give ourselves the gift of handling things internally with care and understanding, instead of inviting the judgments or biases of others. And in doing so, we create the conditions where reconciliation and healing can thrive. Family secrets, when kept with the right intention, are not about creating walls. They're about building stronger bridges. It's about fostering a sense of security where mistakes can be forgiven, where wounds can heal, and where love, in all its messiness, can grow. The sanctuary of home is where we learn the real meaning of trust and loyalty. It's where we grow, stumble, and rise again, together. By preserving that sanctuary, we're giving ourselves and our families the space to navigate life's challenges in a way that is truly ours. We're not isolating ourselves from the world. We're protecting what's most sacred to us, so that we can face the world stronger, more united, and more resilient. 4 medications. Health is personal. Health becomes a central focus as we grow older. By our 50s and 60s, many of us are dealing with chronic conditions or treatments, and it's easy to feel like health concerns start to dominate our lives. We often want to share our experiences, but here's something worth considering: the way we talk about our health can shape how others see us. When we open up too much about our medications or treatments, even with the best intentions, something subtle can happen. People may begin to see us through the lens of our health issues, rather than as the full, complex individuals we are. Our struggles, no matter how valid, can start to overshadow our strengths, our passions, and everything else that makes us who we are. And once that happens, the unsolicited advice or the well-meaning but unnecessary concern can creep in. Before we know it, the focus shifts from who we are to what we're dealing with. We have the power to decide how much we share, and in doing so, we keep control of our story. It's not about hiding, it's about protecting our dignity and making sure we're seen for more than just a condition or a treatment plan. When we choose to keep some of our health details private, we create space for deeper, more meaningful conversations about our lives, our interests, and our growth. We shift the narrative back to the things that truly define us. We remind ourselves and others that our worth doesn't hinge on the state of our health. We remain dynamic, complex individuals, defined by our experiences, our wisdom, and our resilience, not just the medical aspects of our lives. It's a subtle yet powerful act of self-respect, allowing us to continue living fully, with grace and authenticity, as we move through the challenges that life inevitably brings. We stay in charge of our narrative, owning our stories, and remaining whole in the eyes of the world. 5. Sexuality. Intimacy is sacred. Sharing the intimate details of your sexual life is often not the best course of action. While our sexuality is an essential part of our identity and relationships, it thrives in a realm that is deeply personal and sacred. As we navigate the complexities of intimacy, particularly as our relationships deepen over time, it's crucial to recognize the sanctity of what exists between partners. Think about it. Intimacy is like a beautiful tapestry, woven with trust, love, and vulnerability. When we begin to unravel that tapestry by sharing intimate details, we risk misunderstanding and judgment. What might seem like a light-hearted anecdote to one person could be misconstrued, leading to awkwardness or unwanted opinions. It's easy for others to make assumptions that don't capture the essence of your unique connection. By keeping the details of your intimate life private, we're not just safeguarding those moments, we're also nurturing the bond that makes our relationship special. It's about creating a sacred space where intimacy can flourish, untouched by external scrutiny. Imagine the freedom and depth that comes from knowing that what you share with your partner is a treasure meant only for the two of you. In this shared privacy, intimacy takes on a richer texture. It allows for exploration, growth, and connection that feels unencumbered by the outside world. This sacred bond is a sanctuary where partners can be vulnerable and authentic without the fear of judgment. So, let's celebrate the strength that comes from honoring the privacy of our intimate lives. By choosing to keep these experiences close to our hearts, we allow our relationships to blossom in a way that is genuine, respectful, and profoundly fulfilling. Intimacy deserves that protection, that reverence. Together, we can build a relationship that not only values connection, but also cherishes the beautiful mystery of what we share. 6. Charity, the quiet power of giving. One of the most fulfilling acts of kindness is charity, which transcends mere financial contributions to encompass the invaluable gift of our time, compassion, and support for others. When we engage in charitable giving, whether through donating money, volunteering our time, or simply being there for someone in need, we tap into a deeper sense of purpose that enriches our own lives while uplifting those around us. However, it is crucial to distinguish between acts of charity that stem from genuine compassion and those that are driven by the desire for recognition. Often, we may see individuals publicizing their charitable deeds, which can unintentionally create an atmosphere where giving becomes a performance rather than a heartfelt gesture. When charity is displayed for the sake of attention, it can feel self-serving and can place undue pressure on others to follow suit, potentially overshadowing the true spirit of giving. Instead, we should strive for acts of charity that resonate quietly but powerfully. The most profound moments of giving often happen away from the spotlight, where both the giver and the recipient maintain their dignity. When we focus on the impact of our actions rather than the applause they might garner, we create a space where kindness flourishes authentically. In this light, charity becomes a shared journey of connection and empathy, uniting us in our common humanity. Remember that the essence of charity lies in its ability to inspire change and foster understanding. By committing to acts of kindness that prioritize the well-being of others over our need for acknowledgement, we enrich our lives and contribute to a world where compassion reigns supreme. Ultimately, it is in these quiet moments of giving that we discover the true power of charity, and together we can create a legacy of love and support that will echo far beyond our individual contributions. We want to share a heartwarming story that beautifully illustrates the quiet power of giving, one that reminds us that charity is not just about financial contributions, but also about compassion, support, and genuine connection. Meet Emily, a retired school teacher living in a small town. After years of teaching, Emily noticed that many of her former students were struggling to afford basic necessities, including school supplies. Instead of seeking recognition for her good intentions, Emily decided to take action quietly, demonstrating the true spirit of charity. Over the next few months, Emily began gathering school supplies from local stores, reaching out to friends and former colleagues for contributions. She didn't feel the need to publicize her efforts on social media or in local news outlets. Instead, she focused entirely on collecting the items she knew her students would need. Her commitment to anonymity allowed her to keep the focus on the students and their families, rather than on herself. Once she had gathered enough supplies, Emily rented a small space at a community center and set up a free supply closet. She took the time to decorate the space and organize the supplies, making it welcoming and accessible. It was essential for Emily that this initiative be a place where families could come and feel comfortable. Emily then invited families to visit the closet at specific times, ensuring that there was no announcement or fanfare surrounding her efforts. When families arrived, they were greeted warmly and encouraged to take what they needed. This thoughtful approach allowed families to receive support without feeling embarrassed or pressured, preserving their dignity during a challenging time. Over time, word of mouth spread about the supply closet, transforming it into a cherished resource within the community. The quiet nature of Emily's initiative meant that the focus remained on the families who benefited rather than on Emily herself. This was not about her personal gain. It was about lifting others up in their time of need. Many began contributing supplies or volunteering to help organize and maintain the closet. This fostered a spirit of collaboration and compassion that rippled through the community, highlighting the profound impact that one quiet act of charity can have. How charity, rooted in genuine empathy, can create lasting change. She did not seek recognition or validation. Instead, she acted out of a sincere desire to uplift her former students. The legacy of her quiet giving continues to inspire others, demonstrating that the most powerful acts of charity often happen away from the spotlight. Emily's journey reminds us that the essence of charity lies in our commitment to uplift others and foster understanding. It is in these quiet moments of giving that we discover the true power of charity, creating legacy of love and support that echoes far beyond our individual contributions. 7. Honor, protecting your reputation. We've likely achieved much in life by the time we reach our 50s or 60s, whether it's nurturing a family, advancing in our careers, or making meaningful contributions to our communities. These milestones are not just markers of success. They represent the values we've cultivated and the relationships we've nurtured along the way. However, in our journey toward honor, we must be mindful of how we communicate our achievements. When we constantly vocalize our successes, we may unintentionally undermine the very reputation we've worked so hard to build. True honor, we should recognize, is deeply rooted in humility. It's important to remember that genuine respect is earned through our character and the way we treat others, rather than the accolades we accumulate. By choosing to keep certain aspects of our lives private, like personal achievements and accolades, we not only safeguard our dignity, but also create space for deeper, more meaningful connections with others. When we allow others to see us for who we are, beyond our accomplishments, we invite them to engage with our authentic selves. This authenticity fosters respect and admiration that is far more enduring than the fleeting recognition of success. In this digital age where sharing every moment has become the norm, we might find ourselves at a crossroads. We can either participate in a cycle of self-promotion or embrace a more profound approach that honors our journey. Let's choose the latter. By prioritizing humility and reserving our words for moments that genuinely matter, we cultivate an environment where respect thrives and our legacy is honored for the right reasons. 8. Insults. Letting go of past hurts. Throughout life, we all encounter moments of insult or hurt, experiences that can leave us emotionally scarred. Imagine these moments as stones we pick up along our journey, weighing us down as we try to move forward. Each painful memory we cling to acts as a heavy burden, clouding our present and stifling our potential for joy and connection. Now picture this. We often hold on to these stones, believing that by keeping our hurt private, we protect ourselves from the judgment of others. In reality, this silence can prevent us from truly healing. What if we allowed ourselves the freedom to share our feelings? Even just acknowledging our pain in a safe space can open doors to understanding and empathy, paving the way for healing we never knew we needed. Letting go of past insults might feel daunting. After all, it requires us to confront our pain head-on. But here's the good news. It's also incredibly liberating. As we slowly release these burdens, we create space for new experiences, fresh relationships, and exciting opportunities. We enable ourselves to engage fully with the present moment, rediscovering joy and purpose. Letting go is not just about moving on. It's an empowering act of self-care. It's about reclaiming our narrative, taking back the power that was momentarily stripped away by the words or actions of others. Together, we can redefine our lives, transforming these past wounds into stepping stones toward deeper connections and richer experiences. Rune Mantra, the strength of personal belief. A mantra, whether a spiritual phrase, personal motto, or guiding principle, serves as a powerful source of internal strength. It resonates deeply within us, anchoring our thoughts and actions, guiding us through the complexities of life. Each of us possesses a unique mantra that reflects our innermost beliefs and values. Yet as we navigate our journey, we often feel the urge to share these deeply held convictions with others, hoping to find connection and understanding. However, it's essential to recognize that not everyone will comprehend or appreciate the nuances of our beliefs. This disparity can lead to misunderstandings, diminishing the potency of what we hold dear. Our mantras are profoundly personal. They are the essence of who we are. When we share them too freely, we risk diluting their significance and losing the clarity and comfort they provide. Imagine holding on to a treasure that only you fully understand and appreciate. It grants you comfort during turbulent times and clarity when faced with uncertainty. By safeguarding our mantras, we cultivate an inner sanctuary, a space where our beliefs can flourish without external interference. This practice not only enhances our self-awareness, but also strengthens our resolve. As we move through our daily lives, let's embrace the strength that comes from our personal beliefs. By nurturing our mantras privately, we cultivate an unshakable foundation that guides us, offering both clarity and purpose. We empower ourselves to face the world with confidence, understanding that the true essence of our beliefs lies within, shaping us in profound ways that often transcend words. Life is a delicate balance between what we share and what we keep to ourselves. For those in their later years, privacy becomes invaluable in preserving dignity, autonomy, and peace of mind. By holding on to these 9 secrets, age, money, family matters, medications, sexuality, charity, honor, insults, and personal beliefs, you not only protect your well-being, but also empower yourself to lead a life that is both authentic and fulfilling. Remember, wisdom often lies in silence. What we choose not to reveal can be just as powerful as what we share with the world. If you found value in this discussion, please give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and loved ones. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so drop your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Together, let's embrace the beauty of living well and honoring our journey in these remarkable years. Thank you for watching.